Well, thanks to a depressed Alberta housing market, and yes, thank you very much, Ms. Notley and Mr. Trudeau, Alla Wagner was having difficulty selling her $1.7 million, 5,000 square foot home in Millerville. So she came up with a really innovative idea. She launched an essay writing contest. The writer of the best essay, according to an independent judging panel, would snag the house. Those interested in taking part would also have to send along a $25 entry fee. It's Wagner's hope that she'll receive enough entries the world over that she'll get a better price for her house thanks to the contest as opposed to selling the house on the open market. But according to a CBC story, Wagner has apparently rubbed Alberta's lottery regulator the wrong way. The Alberta Gaming, Liquor and Cannabis Agency is investigating the legality of her contest, even though Wagner claims she worked with an agent at the gambling department of the ALGC to ensure she was following all the rules. Nevertheless, the essay writing contest has been referred to the AGLC Integrated Investigation Team, which is apparently comprised of police officers. Ooh, that sounds serious, doesn't it? Still, it's good to see that law enforcement in Alberta have their priorities in order these days. Now, I reached out to the ALGC, but was told that because the case is under investigation, blah, 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 they can't comment. Gotta love that government transparency. As for Wagner, her understanding is that the essay writing contest didn't qualify as a lottery because the winner would be chosen based on the best written argument, not a random draw. Thus, it's going to be merit, not luck, that shall determine the winner. Says Wagner, quote, "They told me I did not need a license because this is not random. Second of all, they told me this is not in their jurisdiction. They do not regulate this. This has nothing to do with them," end quote. So then, what do you think is perhaps the unspoken reason for the province sending the lottery police after Wagner? Well, Alberta, like all other provinces, has a virtual state-sanctioned monopoly when it comes to gambling. And the way the lottery lords look at things, $25 spent on an essay writing contest is $25 that is potentially not spent on things like, Lotto 649 and Lotto Max tickets, the stuff they sell. Ooh, can't have that. Every penny counts when you're running a monopoly after all. By the way, the question arises, how is it that governments in Canada have a monopoly on wagering in the first place? Well, it's based on that philosophical chestnut known as social responsibility. Translation, the private sector is far too corrupt to be entrusted to sell lottery tickets. As for government, well, government is special. Government is pure. It's all about safeguarding the people. You can trust government to run a fair game. Just look at the ALGC slogan, quote, "Choices Albertans can trust," end quote. Funny that, one need only look at the Ontario Lottery and Gaming Corporation, a crown entity that's long been mired in scandals ranging from insider wins to legitimate winners being denied their prizes, all of which resulted in the most scathing ombudsman's report I've ever seen, namely the 2007 paper entitled "A Game of Trust." Amongst the many findings was that at least $100 million in prizes had been paid out to so-called insiders, i.e. lottery ticket retailers, and even the staffers at the OLG. Nice. Meanwhile, back in Alberta, when Jane Q. Citizen comes up with a novel idea to sell her house, the province literally calls the cops in order to potentially shut her down and protect their monopoly. By the way, as for the essay writing contest in question, I would suggest that if this is indeed a scam, and I have no reason to believe that it is, then Wagner would be playing with fire given the potential for lawsuits and even a class action that would surely result. And I, for one, have more trust in real courts than fake lottery courts. In the meantime, thank God we have provincial lottery corporations and regulators and even the police on standby to safeguard our wagering. It's too bad that Miss Wagner is finding this out the hard way. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Say folks, have you heard you can listen to all Rebel shows as a podcast? Please go to the Rebel.media/listen.